All right, Larry. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And not great starting field position here for the offense. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right at the line of scrimmage.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He'll drop to throw. He finds an open man, Simpson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from it.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running backs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 10-zip our score, and we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This one taken just inside the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he works free. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams. Right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Norton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. the 30. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
On 3rd down, that's Hudson. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. First down, they'll run it on the draw play. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going.
All right, here we go. Boom, line it.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that makes it 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to somewhere else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Norton. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go. Green, 30.
He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And his kick is indeed good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get to the highlights. The Chiefs trail at home at halftime. The Jaguars have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, Reed's going to duck out to the left, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Chiefs on offense midway through the second. Their hurry throw would be picked off. Jaguars would then turn it around for the TD. Now trailing by just 3. Jaguars take over late in the second. He'll head outside to the right on the run, and he'll run it in from 5 yards out. The lead grows to 4. Still a little time left on the clock. The quick pass and completion is made, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 18-yard line. We're set up for a great second half, so let's get you out to it. Here's Brandon Godden.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game to a quarterback on the ground so much.
Well, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
A screen pass. That's complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Great changeup there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Hurry up, here we go.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A great effort there to shed the contact and it helps them pick up the first. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a toss to Richardson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but He's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances.
And he's going to go down. down. Sacked right around the 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, this one's knuckling, and it just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 32-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Kelly. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a KC first down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. They'll try and run for it. Option left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
.90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now here comes Kansas City. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Green, 39. Green.
He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
This is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. And the spike comes with 9 seconds left to go. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And, Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.